option.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you can keep working, or you can keep, you can be fired.
Right.
Or not
Okay.
fired. Sorry, laid off.
It's not really a laid off. It's more like, I guess.
Yeah, like you're not working, but you're probably also not being paid. But hey, maybe if they start the shift back up, you might have a job again. But probably.
Yeah, and that's it if they bring it back.
Bingo.
Yeah. Okay then. So, what was I about to say? I was going to say something. I can't remember though. So I guess
We're about
first...
to tell us we all level up.
No, not yet. No. We are only, so just for clarification, we are only halfway through this chapter. And basically every chapter is a level up. So I'll just tell you right now, we're only about halfway.
Alright.
Ooh. Next chapter's entitled Dragon Season. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Why we don't have more Dragonborns?
Well, I mean, I'm basically a Dragonborn.
No, you're not.
Kinda am.
You're like a
no,
dragon.
no, you're
I'm
not.
I'm a small
you're just a
Dragonborn.
thing. You're not even small.
Shoot.
For a Dragonborn.
Shoot, I'm more Dragonborn than most Dragonborn.
You're like a goblin compared to an orc. You're both similar in race, but not really.
you're no, but you're not. No. No.
You're kind of. You're Diet Dragonborn.
Yeah.
But, so, would you... Playing more often, what would that entail?
Well, I can tell you right now, I really like playing Dungeons and Dragons every 2 weeks because it gives me a time to like not get burnt out.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you that. If you guys want to do other things like in between, I am definitely down for that. But I would really prefer to keep it every 2 weeks. It's hard enough for me to get prep work every 2 weeks in with my busy schedule.
Maybe at least a 1 or 2 hour little talk, like we get together and that's where we ask our questions, refresh ourselves what's happened. That's where we actually make our plan.
Yeah, I am definitely down for that.
And that way, instead of running the story, you can focus on what information we already have. If we wanted to, like, just look around this, this instance, if we wanted to look around the villa, not going in, not leaving the site, if we wanted to look around the outside, maybe something like that, but not actually taking any action, just information gathering and planning.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or if it were just like a shopping session, maybe that.
I actually prefer to skip shopping sections. I'd like just what is for sale and then just choose it. Because shopping sessions are just fucking annoying. And we actually, like, when we were playing at the comic shop, we always had issues with them just going on forever.
Oh yeah, they do go on forever.
The whole 3 or 4 hour session was just all shopping. And I hated that. And I was like,
yeah.
And
it's like, I kind of need to be here for this.
And so, some of the people we were playing with were like really, really bored with it.
Yeah,
like, to the point where they were playing other games.
Yeah. So maybe we don't do any of the shopping unless it's something we need to advance the story. We don't do any of the shopping.
What the hell?
Welcome back.
Sorry, I got disconnected for some reason.
Maybe every other, like the sessions, the actual sessions. So this week, 2 weeks from now, that's the gameplay. We hold off any quote unquote shopping for these sessions, these off sessions we're talking about.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a good idea to me.
And then, so basically, if you wanted to do a shopping session, you make a list of what you're looking for, what you're willing to pay, and it's basically, here's what I want. Do I find it? No. Do I find it? yes, I'd like to barter it down, whatever, and you just make the rolls.
Yeah, I mean,
Minimum roleplay.
another option is, so basically when I do my shops, unless it clarifies it for me in the book, I usually just make a random shop generator on Donjon. Have you ever used that? And so what I could probably do is just I could copy and paste what's available to like the Discord chat to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what I have instead of asking a bunch of questions to kind of streamline it a little bit. My only concern with that though is role playing. It kind of dulls out the role playing that comes from those shopping sessions. So if we can just try to keep the role play up, I don't mind doing that.
Which the thing is, a lot of these shopping sessions, they don't really have important characters that we really desperately need to talk to, unless it's plot related. And then you would actually let us know ahead of time that this is somebody we need to talk to. Not telling you why you need to talk to them. It's just, hey, you need to communicate with them and ask them some questions.
Or if it's like I said, if we need a certain thing for the story, that quote unquote shopping session is going to happen on a story day.
Yeah.
So we come in knowing, hey, any NPC we talk to is roleplay. Yeah. And then if it's just I need to fill my ammo, I'm still looking for a certain spell scroll, I need more health potions, blah, 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 blah.
So you're basically saying you kind of warn you guys ahead of time whether or not it's going to be story-heavy session or not? Is that kind of what you're telling me?
Something like that. Like,
I was kind of more like, if we do it, let's say we switch to a weekly. Every other week, so this week was a quote-unquote story session.
Yeah.
Everything we did had relevance in the story.
Yeah.
The off sessions would be like I said, I'm filling up my ammo pouch. That's not really story relevant.
I mean,
we're filling up our potions. Not really story relevant. I need a new piece of armor. Not really story relevant. Those can be on the off sessions.
Now, then there's also the thing, because we actually own a bar, should that be story related? Or is that something that's like...
That is a sub... Okay, so I'll just be frank with you guys. It's not... It's going to have as much relevance to the plot as you want it to.
So basically, that could be something that we just maintain off to the side.
Yeah.
And the business part of that could be an off session thing. The 2-hour, we sit and play session. Dealing with that could be like, okay, we take the notes that we paid the 50 gold to keep the license.
Yeah.
And that's all we handle it. And then during the main session where combat can happen, where we're uncovering a mystery, that all happens on the main session that runs for the 4 hours or so.
Yeah. That could definitely work. I could definitely see that working.
Instead of splitting the party, we like focus exclusively
it's
on...
not my fault that I fell asleep.
Oh, shut up.
But yeah, keep the stuff that's like just bookkeeping and busy stuff to this off session. We get it done in 10 minutes, and then we can do our planning. We can ask our questions, or we can just chat D&D. And then during the main session, we're actually playing.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I definitely like that. So basically, just kind of communicate whether or not. But the thing is, there's also been times where it's supposed to be a more story-driven session, but it kind of diverted into a non-story session. That happens a lot.
I mean, that's fine.
Because you're basically going off the books, aren't you, Devin?
I am going off the books. Just this book right here. I have had to, just because of unforeseen things, or because I skimmed a section, I have had to homebrew a couple things. But other than that, it's been...
That's pretty normal, though. That's like...
Yeah, that's just going to happen. You can't stay perfect to the book.
Oh, yeah, I know, but...
Now, the main question is...
Like, for instance, you guys skipped 2 pages of content in here that was optional. Because I did not do well on... introducing it, because it didn't really give me too many prompts on introducing it. But, like, you skipped 2 pages of content, but it was completely 100% optional. No, I'm hearing you just fine.
Yeah.
2 pages of content. Did that have to do with the assassin, or?
Oh, now we disconnected.
Yeah, that was already...
Okay, he's
welcome back.
I guess he just redid it. Alright, so yeah. So basically, yeah, today, I'm not going to tell you what was in it, but I'm going to tell you right now, it was 100% optional. It does not seem like it has too much to do, because I think you will meet this character, like, in 3 chapters anyway. But, like, this was supposed to be, like, this was just an optional introduction to a character you're going to interact with later. And, yeah.
Because that whole assassin thing, I knew what could happen if we let it go. So I was like, nah, we're chasing this fucker down. I'm going to kill it from the... like, I was like, yeah, we're going to wrap this one up now.
Oh, no, not even the assassin thing. Yes, that does have, like, a subplot later. That I will probably, if you guys do pursue that path, I'll have to figure something out. But, no, actually, you skipped something today. You skipped 2 pages of content today.
Ooh.
That, yeah, I'm sure if more people watched our streams, they'd probably call me out on it.
Which, the only thing I know we haven't done yet is we haven't spoken to Miss Tree.
Which, at this point, if you want to at any point, just let me we can probably arrange that at some point. If you want to start talking to her more,
Which, that would be another playing the long game with this, is like, since the ARPers are like the information gatherers,
yeah.
like, get information from them.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Just gonna fix this because that's driving me nuts.
Shoot, it could be so much as, hey, do you know in general know of the affluent businesses and people that own a Nimblewright? And then if none of the people on that list are here at this manor, but we detect a Nimblewright here, boom, we have plausibility that this is the rogue Nimblewright.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I doubt it was purchased it acting the way it was.
Yeah. So I also want to point out something to you guys, that you guys kind of have, I don't know if you mean to, but you kind of have forgotten about one character. I guess, well, you guys did kind of forget about him. One of the guys who was caught in the fireball explosion did escape.
Yeah.
Oh, that ran away.
Yeah, I could have sworn we actually talked to that person, though.
No,
I think
there was
one
two.
guy that ran away.
There was the guy that you guys took into Turtle Skull that you saved, but there was also a guy who was tailing him who got away. Only
That trail is cold by now.
yeah.
Actually, we did try to find him, though. That's the thing. We did try to find him initially, and we just kind of let it peter off because it's like, oh, well, we're not catching him up now because we couldn't find any more clues.
Yeah, now it's been at least a day or two since that happened.
I think it's just been like half a day.
Actually,
If it's still daylight.
yeah, it's only been like half a day. 'Cause that happened in game. That happened this morning, probably like 6 hours ago.
Yeah.
Ooh. But then also, like, the guards all there, and
Yeah.
like maybe we could, out of curiosity, talk to the guards, see if they tracked anyone down.
Well, they got there late though, didn't they? So
Yeah,
they probably
Then
didn't
you
see
also have
anybody
to
running.
think that most of the guards we've been interacting with are relatively incompetent.
Yeah.
So, like,
Or they
the
just
reason-
don't like outsiders snipping around.
that,
Be
and
even
they
worse.
generally don't really care about what's happening as long as it doesn't affect them.
That or if they get a promotion. That's about it.
What was I about to say? So, do we want to, off topic, do we want to start later?
Depending on, I guess, work schedules, because I know some people can't be passed over a certain time.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm off on Sundays, so I'm
Yeah,
fine
same.
with that.
Sundays, ironically, are actually my busiest day of
God
work.
damn it.
What? Oh,
Well,
welcome back.
back.
Here, you know, I'm gonna turn on video because I think my video feed's probably slowing us down a little bit.
Yeah, your feed is lagging for sure.
Yeah, so-
Welcome back.
Thanks. Yeah, I started talking and I saw Devin's cam freeze and was like, huh, fuck, shit, damn.
Yeah, my video kept lagging too.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Oh.
so as I was saying, Sundays are technically me and Courtney's busiest days of work. because we clean businesses all day. But like we cleaned 4 of them, and like I've already gotten 2 taken care of right now, and I can do them at any time during the day. They just gotta be done. And
Yeah.
until I switch back to my old night schedule, I prefer to get to bed by 11 because I have to be up for work at 5 in the morning.
Well, I have to also. Yeah, that's why on Sundays I prefer to be in bed by at least midnight because I have to wake up at like 5:45 or something.
Yeah. So I would say probably early afternoon would work best for me. Like if we want to just push it off like an additional like 2 hours, maybe make 11 our start time and go from like 11 to.
Now, how will that affect Whiskers?
See,
Yeah.
his schedule changes all the time.
So
But I think we can. I can talk to him. I'll talk to him tomorrow.
the other option is I'm also off Friday, not Friday, Saturday. So
I
we want
could. I could do Saturdays.
I don't have the luxury because some Saturdays I work, some I don't, and I usually don't find out till the week before.
Is it normally like a late shift?
Yeah, from 2 to 10:30. It's usually when I work.
Okay.
But then you also work the Friday before or something?
Yeah, I work Monday through Saturday usually.
Yeah.
So you
Some Saturdays I'm off, but I usually don't know till like the day or the week before.
So the best option would be later in the day Sunday so far.
Yeah, because no matter what, like I can adjust my schedule around it. Because I can go clean a third business, and if we do it a little bit earlier, so it doesn't affect my work schedule that much. So, and Saturdays I go to church. So
Oh, you still do that?
yes, I still do that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just. I
Oh
didn't
no,
know.
I wasn't mad. It just
It's,
Church, church is for
Personal choice.
losers. Lols. But
it's not my value, but I respect it.
so without Whiskers input, so far it seems like either stay the same or
oh shit! I accidentally
Or-
switched onto the chat. Sorry.
so without Whiskers input so far it seems like either staying the same or pushing back an hour or 2 or 3 seems like the best option.
Yeah, that's what I'm say. So, Artie, do you think the extra like 2 hours of sleep would help you if we started like around 11?
Probably because that's closer to when I normally wake up. Because I usually normally wake up around 12:30, so 11 will be better for me.
Okay.
But to be honest, though, I had a person come over to vent about shit all night yesterday, and I didn't get to bed till like 5 in the
Oh.
morning.
Wah, wah.
Oh shit! I'm surprised you're functioning right now.
Yeah, it's
That's
the 3 years of overnight, so 4 hours of sleep. That's
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
conditioned. Yeah, so I'm kind of conditioned.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I was-
it's not something you ever really truly get used to, but you kind of just you deal with it.
Yeah.
I just gotta say that was still very funny. Everyone made conversation, and then we hear a snore, and just everyone goes quiet. It's like, what was that?
Yeah, I know that was funny.
Yeah, like I think I was listening, but at some point I just didn't hear talking, so my brain's like, something's
Sleep.
wrong.
Babe.
Yeah.
That was great.
Great. Like we've thought at first. I thought it was somebody like just role playing for a second there because like they were bored of the conversation for a second, and then I hear more snoring. I'm like, wait, did somebody fall asleep?
Did the phallic photo come up before or after I fell asleep?
Probably around the time you were falling asleep. That is a device that you guys just got.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it was the device to locate the robots, but I think that was the last thing I remember before.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Toggling the off switch.
Yeah, it was around the time whenever she was being No, the robot was disappointed in our thought process of that it could be used for self-use.
Yeah, but the thing is that robot actually went there.
Yeah,
Thought
and
that. That's
I
what.
I
gave
and I
me
remember
pause.
you talking about that. So I
Nice.
don't think I was. I don't. So I think I was only asleep for maybe like 2-3 minutes then, right?
Yeah, like 5 minutes at most. Like you didn't really miss anything.
Yeah.
I just remembered I'm down 1 dagger.
Yeah, because collateral.
You're like 1 session late because otherwise I would have had a shiny stone
I
to
know.
offer up.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
the thing is, the daggers are useful, and you want them back.
I have another one. Plus, I use magic more.
Yeah, I
I
know, but
I
you
almost considered giving you a small knife instead.
that would have been fine. The thing is, I just wanted collateral. That I didn't care what it was. It was anything that you chose to give me. I actually don't care if you break the thing. I'm just making it seem like I'm trying to keep you trustworthy.
I
Like,
also
deep
almost
down,
considered
I don't
giving
give
you
a
the
shit
spell
what
scroll.
you do with that. Like, you could shove it up your butt if you want. That, like, you can do whatever.
Okay, so
like,
I'm,
literally.
So far, you're the only one that's been shoving stuff up things' butts.
oh yeah.
Just say.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
that was funny.
For those of you listening in, go watch episode 1 entitled "Butt Stuff."
Butt stuff, yeah. Gross.
So, I'm actually really disappointed Steven left now because I'm reading ahead to like chapters ahead.
It'd be something you'd enjoy.
Yeah, especially because it's going to be really Zent heavy in a little bit. A few chapters.
It'd be what?
Zentarum heavy. Lore.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens.
But quick recap. So it sounds like maybe we're gonna do a session day and then a talk day. So we'll still quote unquote play every other week, but we can get the boring stuff out of the way on the off weeks, right?
Either that or we can do, if you want, because I don't know if you're paying attention to the general chat, I'm really wanting to start like some kind of podcast
Yeah.
or starting to stream if anybody's interested. I don't care if it's D&D related, anime related, or just want to play games together over Discord. But
Shit, there are like the Jackbox games.
oh yeah, Jackbox is fun. I love Jackbox.
I have 2 Nintendo Switches, so
Why?
Well, all you need for Jackbox
Yeah,
is a
why?
phone
Why? Yeah, you actually only really need a phone.
or computer. You can play it on computer too.
I was like, I don't know, brain stuff.
Did
Alright.
you know they make gold PS4s? I did not know this until recently.
I thought that was limited edition.
They
See,
were.
Like everybody at my parents' house has a PS4, and they have like 3 of those limited edition gold PS4s, and I'm like, what?
I mean, it's only like it's like probably gold leaf, so it's probably not like real gold or anything.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just like, I didn't even know they made them like in a gold color.
Right.
So I
Like,
just
where
took
the
them
fuck
as
is
my-
this money coming from?
I don't question that. My freaking mom's been renting these like
Okay, that
yeah.
you don't have to say more.
Oh yeah, you know about my family.
Not really, but I mean, as long as if someone is renting stuff out, they're making bank.
Well, they rent every weekend. They've been renting this large carnival-sized water slide inflatable that like takes up
okay.
the entire yard, and they've been doing it like every weekend and like inviting all the neighborhood kids over.
Hmm. Okay.
Like I think they're partially kind of doing it to piss off their neighbors, but there's a long story with my parents' neighbors. Let's just say they've been in legal battles with their backdoor neighbors for land for like the last 5 years.
It's always fun.
Oh yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah, the mini's almost done.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ghost of Tsushima coming out this Friday.
I'm actually moderately excited about that. The new game, Mortal Shell.
Mortal Shell.
Yeah, it's like a Dark Souls game, but it's got a thing where you harden. Like, you don't block. There's no blocking, but it's a harden ability where if they hit you when you're hardened, it doesn't do any damage. It's kind of weird, but it's also kind of cool.
All right.
I never heard of it.
Can I just point out that I'm kind of pissed off at Wizards of the Coast for making a real themed campaign book when I've been trying to freaking do one for like the last 3 years. I'm like, oh, is the FBI guy in my freaking cameras constantly watching me reporting the Wizards?
Maybe.
But I'm gonna bounce out and see if my mom needs chores done.
All right, see you, man.
The answer is yes.
Y'all have a great day.
You too.
Yeah.
So, Cody, did you hear about the continuation of Fairy Tail?
No, because I assumed that when they said last season, they're gonna make it the last season.
Well, there's a continuation in the manga now, and I'm reading it, and it's amazing.
Is it gonna be like Boruto?
No, it's called Fairy Tail: The 100-Year Quest, and it's all the same characters.
Okay, I guess they're gonna pretend they got trapped in some type of time dimension or something.
No, they're just trying to
So
do it
at the end of the Fairy Tail season, they all go on a quest again called the 100-Year Quest, and that's how the season ends off, right?
Well, it's not called the 100-Year Quest. It's a quest that will probably take 100 years, but it probably won't. It'll
So
probably be like a couple
it's
days.
actual. So they go into more detail about it. So yeah, I'm reading it, and it's kind of amazing.
But there's always the thing with Fairy Tail is, we got a new big bad.
Try 5 big bads.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, like, they gotta have like a power scaling deal.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you gotta have new bad guys. They're even stronger than the demons that you fought before. For some reason, that doesn't make sense to me.
That's just anime in general.
I know.
It's demons.
It's like, I thought Zareth was the toughest guy in town.
Yeah.
It turns out, no.
It's like the
And
Loki.
that's kind of lame to me. It's kind of lame to me.
Well, apparently this is the one thing that's pissed me off about it so far. All right, so I'm guessing, is there any chance you guys are going to read it?
No.
Maybe. I'll watch it when it comes out on anime eventually.
Well, they haven't announced whether or not they're going to put it on anime yet or not. It's only a manga right now.
It's gonna get made into an anime. That's
No
just
Game
how
No
much-
Life is getting a season 2 though.
Oh, did you hear about No Game No Life's light novel getting banned?
Are they getting another fucking suit again?
No, so Amazon is just banning the freaking light novel from being sold on Amazon.
Yeah,
Why?
it's because
No reason given. Because they also banned the sale of, like, anime figures, too.
It might. That could be. Well, the figures could be because of their previous suit that they had, because they were using a model from a different anime and kind of used that too closely.
Well,
that, or it could be copyright issues, and they're trying to crack down on illegal copyright infringing models or whatever's. But banning an anime that is actually licensed doesn't make sense.
well, they're not banning the anime; they're banning the
Or
light
the
novels.
manga.
Yeah,
Ah.
and
Well,
they haven't given a reason for it.
Well, I got book 10 at least, so
Yeah.
and that's a more recent one that came out like back in November, I think.
I honestly don't
January.
know. I've just been waiting for the anime because I don't like light novels. I'll read manga, but there's not really a No Game No Life manga.
Right.
There
Yeah,
is, but it's literally like it's not even caught up with the anime.
Okay. So you're past No Game No Life 0 then, right?
Yeah, I know. I watched the movie.
Right. So you're past that. You've met the Dampier.
The Dampier.
So vampire, half human, half vampire child.
Pretty much.
I don't remember them.
It's the race. It's one of the 13 races.
I haven't met any new races that weren't in the movie or in the TV show. Like the manga literally doesn't go. It's not even caught with the freak. It's not even with the TV show, and I haven't read any of the light novels.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where the manga left off at.
The manga is literally. I think the manga left off where they get Jabril on the team. That's about it.
Holy shit.
Like I don't even think they continued it, and that was the last chapter I saw, and that was like 3 years ago. And I've checked every once in a while, and it's still not. I haven't seen any new chapters added. Like for such a popular show, it gets like no attention. Now, I did just finish. I think I just finished 2 series actually, because I just finished Fruits Basket, the new one.
Okay.
Which got me in my feels again. If you ever want a nice little feels session, it's a very wholesome anime.
If you want to get caught in the feels, watch that. What is it, Angel Beats or whatever?
Yeah, that's about all the people. Well, I can't really say that, can I? Because that kind of ruins the whole show, but doesn't it?
It gets you in the feels.
It gets you in the feels. I love Angel Beats.
Yeah.
I legitimately cried at the end of Angel Beats. It was so beautiful.
Oh, I did. But I also don't really feel that I need to.
Yeah, I get too much into my feels. I'll admit it. I'm a little pansy.
I mostly ignore mine. I have, Vladdy gets basically all the feels that I have. That's about it. Because he needs them right now. I don't want him to be all like, oh, Daddy's a hard ass all the fucking time.
Also, I just finished Demon Lord Retry, which was interesting to say the least. And
yeah, it's different.
And Welcome to Demon School Izuma-kun.
Isn't that the one with the kid that gets adopted by some pedophile?
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's actually not too bad. I think they got episode 20. I think on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I need to get caught back up on it, but
yeah, they just started doing the episodes again because they stopped for a while because it was the end of season and COVID. So
yeah, freaking.
The goof.
No cameras. It was so funny though, to be honest.
Uh-oh. I heard that. That means Courtney's roaming around.
Oh shush.
Jeez. Freaking Courtney. Really need to keep your wife in line, Devin. I'm kidding.
Why would you say that?
That's impossible.
You're bad. You're bad, man.
I have been
Josh,
watching Hunter x Hunter, though. that is something I've been enjoying a little bit.
Hold on, 1 second, guys. Hold on. Mute myself for a second. He said, I gotta keep you in line, because he heard me whisper to you. He's like, oh, that means Courtney's roaming about. You gotta keep your wife in line. Oh, Jesus. Hello?
Hello?
I'm back.
Hello. Okay, but yeah, for the fact that they only got like 2 volumes out for No Game No Life, holy fuck.
Wait, what'd you say, Cody?
They only got like 2 volumes out for No Game No Life.
Oh, jeez. Man, I heard the writer for No Game No Life is really, like, bedridden.
A little bit.
Like, and that's why they don't write as much as they can, because, like, they have health problems.
I think, but yeah, the manga though, I think they kind of did like a spin-off, kind of like what they did with Danmachi with the Swords of Arashia.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet. Oh, and Josh, I got a message from Courtney. She says she'd like to see you talk shit to your wife.
I do, but I also get smacked down.
He says he does, but he gets smacked down.
But
Exactly.
it's fun for me.
It is
I
fun.
enjoy bits of confrontation.
It does. It spices up the marriage, doesn't it?
It revises up my engine.
But Yeah, as for Danmachi, though, I do recommend reading the light novels because they're up to book 14 in English.
I might do that. I don't know. I might. I'm just more of a manga guy. I'm not really big on light novels.
I mean, I used to be a manga guy too, but I always read them too fast, so I never got enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
So that could be just my issue.
Are you taking a crack at Devin's literacy?
That's
No,
exactly what he's doing.
No,
Just smacking you in the face like you can't read good.
no. If I wanted to diss Devin about literacy, I would just tell him that he's just like Sikh.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I mean, he can't exactly read.
Jesus Christ.
And yet he comes from the Smarty Pants Guild.
I know, really.
For a second there, I thought you were going to make fun of the fact that I read romance novels for a second there.
No, I don't
Oh,
give
yeah,
a shit about
that is something completely different.
Yeah.
That's something completely different to make fun of you about.
But, so anyway, so we might be getting a new person to the group.
Okay.
He's actually the artist who designed my logo here. For what I use for the channel. He really cool guy. He lives out in California. But he's been getting into D&D a lot recently, so he said he'd be wanting to join, but he can't join till August.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna be okay with the coof?
With the coop.
Okay. Oh, do you want to know where season 2 is going to be for No Game No Life?
No Game No Life is one of those shows where I don't want any spoilers.
Okay.
TBH.
Well,
All I know is the brother and sister are a little too close, and it's very.
Hey. They're stepbrother and sister.
Oh,
So it's okay.
Geez, that is the whole.
well, the thing is though, like
whole
the
line.
brother, Sora always treats Shiro as a sister, but Shiro treats Sora as a man. That's the issue.
That is the issue.
She's thirsty.
She's also 13.
all
She's
the
thirsty.
chicks in that show are thirsty. All the chicks in anime are thirsty.
But at the end of season 1, they actually took that further ahead to make it interesting so people can be hooked onto it for season 2. So you can think of the end of season 1 should be like right after the movie. Like that last clip, I guess you can say,
Yeah.
about talking about the old deuce. That is actually like the beginning after the movie.
I'm sorry, I still can't get over that name when it's said out loud. Because I know how
Old
it's
Deuce.
spelled, and I know what it means, but Old Deuce.
Or I think they pronounce it Old Deus.
That could be it.
Yeah, I would hope that is it because it's like I'm dropping a mega deuce off at the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be pronounced as Deus. I could be just wrong.
Deus
but
Ex
either
Machina!
way,
'Cause that's
but
what
either way, that the last 30 seconds is the beginning after the movie.
Yeah. No, what's
So
funny
you
though? What's funny though to me is, I'm guessing these characters are probably going to be used or going to be implemented as a Deus Ex Machina at some point in the show, because it's going to be beneficial to have basically the characters that are closest to gods on your team that can probably do all sorts of shenanigans. And it's going to be pretty on the nose that if they're used as a Deus Ex Machina at some point, and they're called
I
the Old
would
Deuce.
laugh.
So the best way I can say is that if they do put in the Deus arc,
Yeah.
you'll be surprised at what they can do, and you'll be surprised on what that they still lost to humanity.
Yeah.
Oh, humanity.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's stupid.
So
Yeah.
stupid.
it's like you mean humanity?
Well,
No, humanity.
I'll
What do we call
be
it?
more surprised
Humans.
about what they can't do, in my opinion, because they're claimed to be the second most greatest entity next to a god.
No, old Deus are gods.
Oh.
They are called old gods.
Yeah, but that's what's in a name.
Right, but the reason, like like if you watched the movie, you'd know that like you'd see that they were fighting to become the only, like not the only god, but the god of gods, and the last one standing would become the god of gods.
So he shouted, "I am Highlander," and then
Well, he didn't.
One.
He just
Humanity
sat back
didn't
and let
become
everyone
God,
else
though.
kill each other, and he basically won by default.
And he couldn't grab it because he couldn't withstand the power. So he asked his invisible friend, the god of games, to take it for him.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And
that
that's how Tet became the god of the world.
Yeah. Oh. So would you guys be interested in doing a podcast at any time this week?
I don't know. That's a little
I mean-
hard for me. Maybe Friday.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because,
I work a
I'm
week,
gonna-
so
So
Well,
do
I'm gonna be
I.
off.
I work until August. I work Monday through Thursday. I work 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. But on Monday and Wednesday and maybe Tuesday, I also do night stuff. So
well, until the end of time, or until I get fired, I'm working Monday through Saturday, probably.
okay. Saturday night, I may be able to do something for like an hour.
Right. I mean, I don't usually get home till 11, and at that point, I'm usually watching anime. Because Sword Art Online came back out again, so I'll be watching that.
Man, I stopped watching Sword Art Online. I tried watching season 2 and I got bored of it.
Oh no! Watch Alicization.
Yeah,
I've heard Alicization really good.
It's
it's
way
better.
It's better.
It's
They
better.
actually fixed some of the issues with the whole thing.
Are
Easily
you saying
by-
that because Kirito is unconscious?
Shut up! Yeah, but Kirito is out of the game. He's actually retarded right now. Like actually, like,
Comatose.
he's a
Yeah,
vegetable.
he has to be put. He's such a Jesus coon that he has to be knocked out in order for the other characters to get any spotlight.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So they have what is I guess future baby mama or whatever.
Asuna.
Asuna.
Or are you talking about Alice?
No, Asuna. Like
Okay.
Alice can
They're
only
all
ever
his
be the
future baby
computer
mamas. I'm sorry, they're
Well,
all his.
Alice
future
can only ever be the computer
Oh,
baby mama.
if you've seen the new episode, they actually talk about that a little bit. Not about the being the baby mama, but being multiple girls and as his friends.
I know he has a harem,
Yeah, it's like
but he doesn't know he has a harem because he's a vegetable right now.
right. But I mean, Sinon comes in and just says, "Yeah, we're not the only ones." Because he has pages, I guess they're called disciples.
Oh, yeah, those girls.
Yeah,
because
they-
he saved them.
Yeah.
That was literally only because he saved them.
Right.
Well, actually, only
No.
one of them. The other
Well-
one wanted his friend, who was
Yeah.
probably also a love interest.
Yeah. But either way, like she goes, yeah, but why are all of you why is all his friends female? And Sinnoh just goes on to say, yeah, well, it's not just us two. There's a few more.
He had
Yeah.
a guy. He has two guy friends. One died,
the
of course.
shop guy.
Yeah, there's Klein, the samurai-looking dude, and then
three.
there's
Who is probably, in essence, his only actual male friend.
yeah,
friend.
it's also his first friend. If
Yeah.
you,
Well,
not first friend, but first
yeah.
friend from
Actually, probably actually was his first friend.
from
In
Aincrad at the very
real life.
least.
I mean, in real life. Like,
Yeah,
he
I
was
mean,
trying
he
to
did
get
make
somebody
other male friends, but they all died and killed themselves. So
Pretty much. Yeah, he
I
did.
forgot how
Yeah,
dark the first season was, and how much of a change of pace the show went to.
I was okay with it until they started going closer to rape with almost every season.
yeah.
They have that one. They got through it this time pretty quickly. They lasted 15 minutes before a rape scene came up.
Yeah. And then Kirito chopped somebody's.
Was there
Oh, no.
really any in the first season though? Besides
Yeah.
the fairy arc?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, not in the
Yeah.
first season.
I mean, kind of. It was more like a ward rape from the one guy who was trying to poison Kirito and paralyzed Asuna.
that's just murder.
Yeah, that's just straight up.
Yeah, but he was gonna.
One-sided murder.
Yeah, but I think he was gonna kidnap her, and to do unspeakable things or something.
Yeah, but he never verbalized that though. He just kind of was an asshole to her.
Oh, what about the? Wasn't there something at the end?
Well, if you count
Of
the
season
fairy
one?
arc, the very end with the fairy arc, yes.
Oh yeah.
Or unless you count the plant monster with silica.
Oh, that was funny though. That wasn't.
That was
good.
more
No.
comedic relief.
Fun for everyone.
Well, yeah,
That was
there's a
gonna be fun
woman
for
who
everyone.
tried to rape his sister in the new episode
Of
with
course.
tentacles.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How is he awake yet?
No.
Because the thing Asuna's in the world now.
Yeah.
Or Asuma. She's in the world. She did all that magic
Yeah.
stuff.
So is
She's gonna
Sinner.
have a brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
didn't it just stop?
That was season. Yeah, that was last season. The second season of Alicization started yesterday,
Okay.
and they're starting to bring in more of his gain in to help.
Oh, are they gonna get Klein in there? The Klein needs to jump up in there.
Yeah. He
I
shows
want
up
to
at
see
the
him
last
shine.
episode.
I want to see him shine.
Oh, he does pretty well. Like in the 10 seconds that I showed him in the episode.
Yeah. What is it? They're I guess the bar owner, Big Black, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We'll
his
go by
name.
the SAO abridged version of his name. His name is Tiffany in the SAO abridged.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tiffany. Yeah. Oh
They
yeah,
call
that's
me.
right. He went in as a female character.
No, he's actually a male character, and he actually is a male
in
character. And his
SAO,
name's just
the abridged. He went in. Well, he went in as a female character named Tiffany, and then when they did the whole shenanigans and everybody looked like themselves, he was still stuck with the name Tiffany. I think that's what it was.
And it's so funny his introduction. He's like, they called me the rock smasher. They call me the Big Black Destroyer, but you can call me Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Tiffany.
like
That's
Banshee.
that's an awesome
They
name.
called me Banshee. Banshee.
Oh goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
Oh god, do you remember the freaking laughing coughing dude? The one who always saw Jesus.
Which one? Which one?
The one who always saw Jesus and asked Jesus for everything. His name was Jeffrey. Jeffrey. That's right, Jeffrey. Now destroy them all.
Yeah, that's right. You got like a claw from Inspector Gadget. Destroy them all.
As you wish, my lord. All right, so I think we've pretty much hashed out everything we're going to be doing, like how we're going to go from here on out. I'll keep you guys updated on if we want to do any streams. I got an idea for some D&D streams, and I got not some D&D streams, some like D&D related podcasts or just talks and videos, and I also have some ideas for some anime related ones. If you guys, any of you, would be interested in doing that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it'd pretty much be discussions, debates, and just kind of talking about how great anime is.
Or not. Or not.
Or
Some
not.
things are just eye rape.
Wait, what?
Some things that they've been coming out with is just eye rape. It's
Oh, yeah.
just not good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
trash. Trash tier.
I am so looking forward to 2 new shows coming out. Because there's going to be so many butthurt people when they come out. I think I talked about them last time we kind of did
What is
this.
it? What is it? A high school god or something?
No, it hasn't come out yet, but it's still in production.
No, it actually is airing now.
Healer Heroes airing?
No. Oh, that no, I thought you were talking about the God of High School.
Oh, no. I'm talking about Healer Hero. That's going to have so many people
Oh,
butthurt.
that. Yeah. You say you enjoyed it. That's something that I probably won't personally.
I didn't really enjoy it too much. I read it because I'm like, oh my goodness, because I heard first that it was becoming an anime.
I just want them to come out with another season of Goblin Slayer.
Goblins. The funny thing is, I haven't watched Goblin Slayer, but I've watched 2 different versions of Goblin Slayer abridged.
Yeah, no, Goblin Slayer was fun.
Yeah, because the series is about a guy, pretty much a guy's experience with D&D, essentially, isn't it?
What is
Goblin Slayer.
with D&D?
Yeah, like a lot of it was D&D inspired because of his past sessions or something like that.
I did not know that.
Like, well, here's the thing: Goblin Slayer specializes exclusively in slaying goblins. He's a specialist class. He's like the rat catcher in It's Always Sunny. He's doing Charlie work.
Dude, hey Devin,
Yeah.
were you the one where we gave somebody the title Door Killer or Door?
That
Door
was
Slayer.
in Landon's
Door
campaign. That was the first campaign we ever
Yeah.
did. Like that was the
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That
kind of
was
like that.
Alex. Yeah, that was Alex became Door Slayer.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yes.
But the thing is, Alex never did slay the door.
No,
I
he
ended
didn't.
up finishing it. He ended up getting injured badly.
He was the one who always initiated the attacks on the doors, though, so that's why I think he got the title.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
then I think I ended up being the. I think I was a druid, and I think I Kool-Aid Man through the door with Shillelagh or something.
Yeah.
Like that. It was like, oh.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was Fandelver. I think we were running.
We were on the Sword Coast and stuff. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
No, I
standard,
think Landon was legitimately running the Fandelver campaign.
probably.
Yeah. So yeah, we got all that hashed out. I think we'll do I think with this this the pre-stream this discussions that we kind of talked about. I think we'll just do it the night before. Like we'll do it the Saturday before. We'll do it for 30 minutes, and we'll hash out what's going on, how we're gonna do it, and what time, and just confirm with everybody that everything's okay on the up and up.
Right.
Right now,
Make sure you get some sleep and
yeah,
Yeah.
not staying up till 4 a.m. playing World of Warcraft. That's not it. Or you, Hardy. That's someone else. Not currently in this chat.
yeah, I don't play World of Warcraft
Right.
ever,
Yeah.
and I never will.
But Demon Slayer the movie's coming out the 16th of October.
Oh, I really hope theaters are opened up again by then. Oh, not AMC theaters, because I don't think they're ever going to open again.
Nope, it's August. They're opening in August.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah, the first movie is I forget who it is. It might be a Mel Gibson movie that's going to be the first one coming out. I love Mel Gibson. He's insane. He's the best. He's a lot of people's spirit animal nowadays.
He is the spirit animal of 2020.
Just fucking drunken rage.
But yeah, so I'll definitely want to go see that in theaters when it comes out, though,
Yeah.
because I like supporting the anime, coming to mainstream theaters.
Yeah. I mean, I went out to see the Magnus Bride for its early showing in theaters.
Wait, they did that?
Yeah, they did the first 2 episodes 2-3 months ahead of the actual premiere of the season.
It's interesting.
That is
Yeah.
interesting. So
Interesting enough that you mentioned Magnus. I've been listening to this podcast called the Magnus
if you-
Magnus Files or something like that.
Okay.
Archive. Magnus Archive.
Hmm.
It's like one
Yeah.
of those weird anthology things. It's like the SCP or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't listen to podcasts just because I get bored with them a little too easily.
Well,
Which is why I never really watched Critical Role.
yeah,
Uh,
I've gotten
that shit
3
will
episodes
out
through
of-
season 2 of Critical Role, and I'm just I never watched season 1.
Did I freeze again?
No.
No, you're fine.
Now that shit kind of bores the fuck out of me though.
I can
I
have it
don't
on the
like
background, but
I don't like listening to other people play video games or doing any of that shit. That's why I don't watch any of those dumb streamers on Twitch or any of that other nonsense. Like, I'd rather play the game. the thing is, I like to listen to the podcasts that I do, or it's like stories. I like being told stories, or something interesting. It's like a radio drama sort of thing, like from the 20s.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
Yeah, the closest thing I can come to would be Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I like listening to like group discussion podcasts. I can't just listen to someone monotone just talk for a while. That's why I even though I like him, I don't really listen to Ben Shapiro too often, just because I can't listen to a monologue for too long.
He has a robot voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an intelligent man, don't get me wrong, but I will say some podcasts I really love listening to right now are I love listening to the Rant Cafe podcast. It's an anime podcast. You ever heard of Nux Taku?
Yeah.
It's his podcast with Anime Uproar and All Day Anime.
Yeah.
And they have guest hosts on there. Like I think last week they had a guest with Project Melody, and it was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he does like 2 or 3 of them with Project Melody.
Yeah.
And kind of doesn't help with his Reddit or his followers, I guess. Keep saying, "Hey, it's your wife." Haha.
Oh
wife.
god.
Yeah, your wife.
Oh no! Now he just said he leans into it too. He loves leaning into the trolls.
Well, you have to, because if you're gonna be the troll king, you have to troll and be trolled.
He is
Right.
Lord Nuxanor, king of the trolls. But
there's also that other one that they've been talking about. I think he even mentioned it. It's like a trash taste or something.
the Trash Taste podcast with that's with Gigux, Seavog Dog, and the Anime Man. I like it.
Yeah.
Like it's a nice one, but it's a lot more tame compared to the Rant Cafe. They actually did a fun one last time though, or the time before, where they did a challenge and they all they each had like a $500 budget, and they had to go through Akihabara, Japan, and had to go through 4 different stores with a $500 budget total and get as many anime figurines and merch as possible while doing some like extra challenges. It was actually kind of fun. And Giguk ended up winning the challenge. He won total of the challenges because of one purchase he made. He didn't even buy it for the challenge. He just wanted it. It just drew his eye. It was a Rias Gremory figurine and her stripper outfit on the stripper pole. He bought it just for the shits and giggles. He's like, I saw it and I had to buy it, and I am not sorry. And this channel is now going to be demonetized because it's going to sit on our shelf every time. But it ended up winning because it was the most expensive figure for one. Because I think that one cost him like $140.
Okay.
And like it was like the lewdest figure, which was another challenge.
That's about 200,000 yen, right? Or no, 20,000 yen? 20,000.
I think yeah, 20,000 yen.
Yeah, I don't do the whole conversion rate.
It's real
just
simple.
a lot of extra zeros, and it's a lot of.
The easiest way to say is take off a 0 and take off a few. That's about how much the conversion rate from yen to dollars is. So like if $1 is about 10, is about like somewhere between 10 to 12 yen.
See, how I try to think of it is a yen is equivalent to a penny. Is how I try to think of it. Because like 500 yen is the equivalent of like $5.
Yeah.
And so
it's like $97 to the 100 yen.
Yeah.
Give or take.
And then, so yeah, that was pretty fun. But the other one they do, and this is the one I've been listening to most, this was another one, Nux Taku's ones. They do the One Piece Virgin podcast, which is, honestly, it's my favorite anime podcast right now.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Basically, one of the people in the podcast is a One Piece. He's never seen One Piece. He's never read One Piece. But Nux and Brigo, who is from All Day Anime, they're like huge One Piece stans. So they're basically going through arc by arc with week by week in the manga with Anime Uproar, and they're not spoiling anything to him. And it's just so fun to hear like a new, because I'm almost caught up to One Piece myself, and it's so fun to hear someone who's never seen it before, their reactions, and just you want to scream out through the mic like, "Oh my god, he's so close to catching on to what's about to happen. Oh my god."
All right, guys, I'm gonna need to get off. My child's starting to scream and shit.
All right.
Okay.
Say hi to Amanda and Vlad for me. I think I'll go ahead and get off too.
I'll give him a high five and be like, "Hey, you little bitch, stop whining," and then be like, "Yeah, Uncle Devin said what's up."
Yeah, and I'll let you get back to sleep, Artie. You.
I'm not gonna be able to go back to sleep because if I go to sleep now, I'll wake up around 10 and then I'll be late for work because I'll be asleep from like 5 to 3. So I'm gonna have to force myself to stay up.
All right. I mean, I would suggest just try taking a little hour nap and having a couple alarms go off.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Hey, you were able to get yourself up at 9 to get started on the podcast.
I think I literally got on at 9:30.
All right. Well, you I guess just relax then until you gotta go back to
Yeah.
work.
Pretty much.
All right, man.
All right. Well, have a good one.
You too, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
so are we meeting 2 weeks or 1 week?
So I'm just gonna say 2 weeks for anything related to the campaign. Probably
Okay.
plan on if we can get an hour at some point next week, like during the week, or maybe on the 25th we can get together. Or if we
Okay.
want to try maybe going like before we start the stream on Sunday, we can maybe take like 20 minutes and talk it out. What's going to like get a little prepared beforehand, and then we
Okay.
start.
Okay.
We'll discuss it in like through
Right.
text chat through the
Yeah,
Discord.
that's fine. Yeah, I just didn't know if we had a hard date or not.
I don't think we do yet. We gotta kind of figure out what's going on with everybody's schedule.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, you relax. You have a good one.
Yeah. Yep. Have a good one.
All right. You too.